Good morning, my Florida Garden Escape channel. So, if you're new here, welcome. We're happy to have you. If you're already been here, welcome, guys. Happy to have you. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to actually be going through a full tour of the greenhouse. I'm really excited to show you what's new in there, and what we'll be having new at our stands. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. If you guys would, go ahead and hit that like button down below and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, we love you, like always. And hit that bell so that way you don't miss out on any of our new videos. But let's go ahead and take a tour of our greenhouse. But before we do, I just really want to quick show you guys what I've already moved out of our greenhouse, because I've already moved quite a bit out as they are getting bigger. And as they get bigger, I definitely want them to get more airflow, better sunlight, and things like that they wouldn't really necessarily get in the greenhouse. Now, the greenhouse is more of a transition period for my seedlings. It's a place where they can go to start getting bigger, to prepare them for being out here outside in these real hard climates. Now, I do keep all my climates the same. The only thing that's probably not the same is the wind climate and the rain that they'll get from being outside. That's the only difference. The one thing that does stay the same is my temperatures. My temperatures from my grow tent to my greenhouse all stay about the same for what is outside. So that way they're used to the heat and things like that. Even though here lately in our Florida zone 8B, we've been getting up to like 99 degrees. I know in some areas y'all are getting up to 100. I hope everybody is staying safe and staying cool during these hot summers. But now let's go ahead and flip you guys around. I'm going to show you what I've already brought out of our greenhouse. And we'll kind of go from there. Let's go. Alright guys, so we did start adding in, for example, this tarp, as you probably seen in some of my other videos. Now the new things that we've added out to this little area is these little shelves here. As you guys can see, look at my coffee. Flies are going all over my coffee. Go away. Get away. But as you guys can see here, we have added some new shelves. This area is more of like our nursery setup. This is where we kind of show off the plants to people that come out to our garden and things like that. So that way, if somebody is wanting to buy and they want to come out here to our little nursery we have, they're definitely able to do so. Alright, but anyways guys, so over here on this table is a lot of our cucumbers. We have 3 different varieties over here. We have the Space Master, the Garden Sweet, and then we also have the Boston Pickling. We still do have a few beefsteak tomatoes and some green grape tomatoes, but those are still available currently. But hopefully within the next few days, we probably will start going down on how many we have available, as we got new stuff coming through. Now over here to this shelf, we do have different things going on. We got some snapdragons in the back. We have our cilantro right there. This is going to be our broccoli, our green sprout broccoli. It's a little rough, but it's getting a lot better since I have moved it outside. Down here is our blue enchantments. I'm so confused with these guys. A lot of them did die off on me. I think these blue enchantments are more of a shady plant, and they can't really tolerate the heat that we have going on. So we're going to see how these guys do with some partial shade in that, and see if they look any better. But let's move on. Alright, next up we have our new addition of our Canaan lilies. These guys are different from what I do have up front. They are a totally different kind of color of flower of a Canaan lily. These will be implementing into our garden as well. This is one of our last habanero peppers. And then this right here is a zinnia. He was in isolation due to having powdery mildew, and I finally removed him out of that isolation because he's no longer showing that powdery mildew. And now we just need to recover the stem here, get him in a bigger pot and things like that. Now, one thing I wanted to show you guys as well is when your plants get really root bounded, they start looking a lot like this marigold. And then you see the roots really pouring out the side there. So we're going to actually have to transplant these two guys and get them some food, because when you see the leaves here turning purple, they're wanting food for sure. But let's keep moving on. I know some of my plants aren't looking that great, guys, but they are going to improve over time. Now here, guys, is some of our 4 o'clocks. As you guys can see, some of the stems are like a red fiery looking color to a purplish color. They're really pretty compared to some of these are like a full green stem. But so far they are to be very beautiful flowers. Now in the back is my spearmint and my oregano. I brought them out as they are ready to come out, and I didn't want them to stretch too much and have a really weak stem. So they're now currently outside to get more sunlight, and so that way they're not stretching. Then over here, we do have some more of our cucumbers. These are going to be our Boston pickling cucumbers. If you're still watching this video before the total end, you'll see a great slam special peek we're going to add in here for you guys. Alright, sorry guys, so we had to put a brief pause on everything. Kids started waking up, so I had to go inside and attend with kids. Been a really busy day with the house, cleaning up, getting ready for 4th of July. But anyways, back to our video. This is going to be our Velvet Queen, not Velvet Queen strawberry, but our Velvet Queen sunflower here. I almost said rose. I'm naming every flower in the book but what this is right now. I swear. I was having such... Okay, anyways, moving on. Let's go to the greenhouse. Alright, so as you guys can see here, we did move the tower that was out here over there. Well, let me move here. So we did move it over there to our bigger garden area, so that way it could get more sunlight. We do have our scarlet carrots here. They haven't really been, they haven't popped out anything yet. And then I did add petunias into this pot as it was kind of just sitting empty. My mom does have her bell peppers out here in pots. She does everything in pots as she's on a limited space. Some things she does end up bringing out here. This pot has a tomato in it. She's not sure how the tomato got in there. It's just in there. Alright, and then next to this one is going to be one of her other tomatoes. Matter of fact, looks like we have some harvesting to do for her as well, as she's got a tomato ready on there. But that's going to be her plants there. Oh, so let's keep moving on. So here is going to be our red and green bell peppers. This is going to be our dino kale here. They're looking great. This is going to be our sweet peppers. Then our orange sun peppers here. This is going to be, you guys know what this one is. If you guys know what this one is, go ahead and comment down below what this one is. You guys gotta know what this one is. And then this is going to be the basil Thai. Here is some more of these guys. This is what these guys will grow to look like, especially if you do a lot more of the pruning and things like that from the plant as well. Over here we do have dill, and like I said guys, comment down below the name of these guys. There's already your hint right there. So with our dill is some more of those guys. We have a lot of them, to be honest. I really need to get rid of some more of them. They were hot for quite a bit, but now it's time for us to get back at our booth and that, so that way we can start getting rid of some more of these guys, because these guys are great. Everybody's been loving these. We also have some new addition here is our mammoth basil. It's similar to the Italian large leaf basil, but it's a actual bigger leaf plant, and it's a lot sweeter. Next to this is going to be our jalapeno peppers. I couldn't remember there for a second which ones these were, but these are the jalapeno peppers. They're going to be your long green peppers. Now, if you guys remember, I did add in the petunias in the back here in this hanging pot. They are doing great so far. No blooms yet. I'm really wanting some blooms here soon, but we'll see. Now, a lot of this is going to be a new addition. Don't mind some of the droopiness you might see on some of the plants. We definitely got to water this evening. One thing I always say, guys, is don't water in the full blazing heat. Don't water during the times the sun is at its highest peaks either, because if you get any water or anything on the leaves or anything like that, you'll end up frying the leaves and could potentially hurt the plant. So you always want to either water early in the morning or later in the evening. But let's continue. So first, as you guys can see, droopy plant, he definitely needs water. But first things first, we do have some sage here. We also have in here, this is going to be our new addition of our tomato plants. We have the Brad Atomic Grape tomato plants. And then we also have the Black Creme Russian tomato plants. Now these, I know you hear tomato, like Selena, those are just tomatoes. Tomatoes aren't tomatoes. Technically, you have a wide range of all your different plants. Like you have a wide range of different bell peppers. You have a wide range of different tomato plants. So these aren't just your regular tomatoes. These are actually going to be heirloom tomatoes. So you won't find your heirloom tomatoes in a local grocery store. These are going to be tomatoes that are out of your red tomatoes. So it's going to definitely widen our range here of our varieties. But other than our heirloom tomatoes that we do have here, I know I talk a lot on tomatoes. We do love some tomatoes around here. Now in the back here, we do have some new cilantro in, and then we do have some parsley. Now I did kind of a whole thing on how you can tell the difference between a parsley and cilantro. And if you missed that video, I'll try and find the link for it, so that way I can leave it in the description below. Moving on, we do have some more Canaan lilies, some new cilantros. This is going to be one of our newest additions as well. These are going to be our little hot peppers, and they're pretty much just like little yellow peppers, pretty much. We still have some eggplant in here. We have our eggplants that we're keeping for ourselves out in the big garden area, hardening up for it to be transplanted into the big garden. Now we do still have our red acre cabbage in here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and turn my fans on real quick here. Kind of cool it off in here. It's getting a little too hot. But we do still have our red acre cabbage in here. This one I think I'm actually going to go ahead and cut out, as it's not doing any more growth and it's done. So we'll kind of do a little harvest of that. But these other guys are still growing. They're doing great. I really can't complain with them. This is still, and I don't know, and we'll kind of see as it grows type deal. Our aloe is looking great. It's getting big. Hopefully here soon we can harvest from it and make some aloe water, which is actually a great fertilizer. So if you don't know a whole lot on aloe, besides your normal aloe vera for your sunburns, you can also add aloe to your water, and it's actually a really good fertilizer for your plants. It's also a good fertilizer to boost out roots out of your other plants as well. So there's definitely several ways you can use aloe. Now one thing I do want to go ahead and show you before we kind of go on to our special edition here. This aloe, I did take a clipping from this guy. And from him we put him in water and he started to shoot out roots, and now we have another basil, Italian large leaf basil plant there. But alright, so we have our bowl. Let's go do some harvesting. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and harvest, I'm just going to go ahead and pluck him from here. A lot of the times your tomatoes will just come right on out from the stem, but this is going to be her little tomato, and I'm really excited to give it to her tomorrow. But let's go ahead and throw him in the bowl, and let's get some of our cutters and let's go harvest. Alright, so we are going to start at the very end here of our tomato forest. Now we do have some pruning to do, but I'm going to save that for a bit later today once I finish up harvesting. We got quite a bit I need to harvest here. So first things first, we got these beefsteak tomatoes. Now some of the beefsteak tomatoes that we've already harvested, we weighed up. Some of them equal it out to be a whole pound almost. So we are definitely seeing some very big sized tomatoes. And I just pulled him just like that right off the stem here. And I'm going to do the same thing with him. Now there's going to be a few ways you can know when your tomatoes are done. They're going to kind of feel a little soft, but still be really firm. You'll also be able to tell by the color of them as well. Let's keep moving over here. Looks like there is another one here. Definitely soft. We're going to go ahead and harvest him. Let's keep making our way through. All right, now we got some up here. Let's go ahead and get him harvested. Yep, he's done. And even at times my kids will come out here and harvest some of the tomatoes that are ready. Now, a lot of the times people will come through here, not people, but will come through our garden, but a lot of the times with our stuff that we harvest, because there's really no way for us to eat through a lot of tomatoes. So what I normally do is we give it out to family and some friends. We even give it out to like our neighbors and that. So we definitely try to give it out to other people so that way they can enjoy fresh stuff as well. That one was just not. Here we are. Here's another one here. This one's got quite a few here. Guys, we have so many to harvest. And I'm going to try and not take so long to do all these. So that way we can kind of squeeze everything in here. But we are just like getting tomato galore through here. Oh, look. Got more up here. Look at those guys. Now with these tomatoes, they can be very juicy. Yes, they are like a really small cherry green tomato, but they're really good. I love them so much. I'll snack on them as I'm harvesting them. That's how good they are. Alright, now, let's see. This guy is not liking the heat at all, so we're just harvesting the tomatoes from him as he kind of pushes them off here. Oh, there's another one. Look at how many tomatoes we already have, guys. Like, these are gonna be good. And I can make like a green, like a green tomato paste with these if I want. I mean, they're just like your regular tomatoes. Not everybody's a fan of green looking tomatoes. Everybody has their own perks and tastes, but some people are. This one is another good one. Look at all these good tomatoes. All right, now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna get these guys too. He is beautiful. He is definitely about to be ready. Oh yeah, he's definitely ready. We're gonna go ahead and get him. Yep, and he's definitely good. We're gonna go ahead and get him as well. Now you don't have to take the whole stem off with the tomato. You can just kind of pull the tomato and he'll come right on off. I missed two right here. Guys, we are in just tomato galore. I'm telling you. That one's not ready yet, but that one was. Alright, look at that so far. Excuse me.
Mommy.
Yes. I got it. Alright, and now let's come over here. Look at all these blossoms. Just look at all of them. Let's get them. They are definitely ready to go.
Even these?
Yep.
All of them?
Yep.
Okay.
No, not all of them.
Oh.
Not all. Let me, hold on, let me pause the brakes there, child. All right. There's a few here that aren't fully ready, but there is actually quite a bit that are. And we're just gonna go ahead and get them off.
Can I eat one?
Yeah, you can eat one. How's it taste?
Good, but to be honest, I drink the juice first.
Yeah, she's a little one. That's a little weird. Look at this, guys. Another beautiful, beautiful tomato. Ready. Fully ready. Let's go ahead and get him. Alright.
Ready?
Now these over here are definitely an oranger tomato. They're definitely ready. I want to say these are going to be our giant tomatoes for how the roundness are. But they're definitely an oranger color. Now they do turn red over time as they sit there longer, but we're going to be using some of these guys not yet.
Oh man.
Tomorrow these guys will be really ready. But that one is definitely ready. Now these guys will definitely be ready as well. These are our giant tomatoes as well.
Mommy.
Uh-huh.
You see like these are pink and this is orange? Why does it go like that?
Well, they're two different varieties, baby. Alright, we are going to set that down there. And I am actually going to grab my clippers here. We're going to check this tomato that's down here. And nope, he's not quite ready yet. He still needs a little bit more time. But as we go through here, I'm going to show y'all here. So we're going to check our bell peppers and see.
Mommy, over here, look.
What?
Look at those.
Yes, so these guys are definitely ready to harvest. Check them out, y'all. Look how big they are. Yeah, we are definitely going to be using these guys. So we're going to actually leave these on here, let them get just a little bit bigger, and then we're going to harvest them tomorrow for 4th of July. But look, it's got some more coming through.
Baby. Oh no, Mommy, there's a problem.
Alright, and this one does too. Beautiful. Alright, so now that I think about it, this video probably won't get fully edited and all put together until like tomorrow and be posted tomorrow. So girls, why don't we go ahead and tell everybody happy 4th of July. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy 4th of July! Alright, so now I also want to go ahead and say this as well. Later this week, I'm going to have a few before and after pictures of some of our trellises that we've did. Kind of give you a little bit of an update of how some of them are looking. I know I haven't done too many updates of them. I know you guys have seen the cucumber trellis and how wonderful it's looking. But we're going to do a few before and afters of some other of our other trellises that we've done. But that is going to be it, guys. We have nothing else to really harvest. We've pretty much been staying on top of our harvest, staying everything plucked, because you know as everything grows, you want to harvest. And the more you harvest, the more you're going to get back out of your garden and the more it's going to push off. And before I do totally leave y'all, I just want to show you a new updated cantaloupe real quick. Check the guy out. He's getting big, ain't he? Woo woo! Alright guys, but until next time, I want to thank you guys for joining. Have a great, wonderful 4th of July. And until next time, deuces!